Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a current energy reading for the twins, digging into the divine masculine, stemming around this new moon in Sag, total solar eclipse gateway portal. So we're already feeling these energies. Many of us are purging some low energies at this time. Myself, including both of the girls, are pretty sick with a nasty head cold. So it's been quite a challenge. We all spent yesterday all day in bed together watching movies. Today we're kind of feeling a little bit better, so I do apologize for any interruptions in the background with my children as they're home from school today. So I did feel the pull to jump on and do an energy reading in regards to this major karmic release, this major karmic reset. So I feel we're releasing all of these outdated identity structures. We've all been purging for several months, and I feel this is like the final gateway when it comes to releasing and surrendering, to not repeat these negative cycles over and over again, releasing all of these false perceptions and illusions and delusions, especially with Neptune turning retrograde a few days ago. So I feel some of us are still sifting through some foggy distortions. I gotta say, everything does feel a little foggy and hazy with this head cold. So I feel that's like a message that many in the collective are sifting through some of these shadow timelines. It is a bit foggy as all of this comes to light in our conscious mind that's been buried in our unconsciousness. So I feel a lot of disappointments when it comes to endings, and some truth having to be faced when it comes to the false contracts, the karmic contracts that we're closing out. There is a lot of rejection, I feel, coming up in the energies, and facing these disappointments and letdowns in order to release all of this, to have that clean slate for the twins. So I feel it's this energy of, I feel many of us are feeling like we've been knocked out or knocked down. To just kind of be in the energy, to release any obstructions is kind of what it feels like. I do feel the masculines kind of can no longer spiritually bypass this energy. It is a lot of low vibrations being cleared. So we need to remember with this new moon in Sag, the energy really is pushing us, and we're all being called upon to increase our inner understanding, our inner awareness when it comes to our own journey and the world around us and the reality that we're manifesting, because we're all kind of encouraged to muster up our strength and our courage to expand our horizons and to branch out into new expansive ways of thinking. Sag is all about expansion, and it's linked to Jupiter. So I do feel many of the masculines are kind of restoring their sense of confidence in the energy. Optimism is being restored as big picture views are coming to light. A lot of states of transcendence, floating like states, as we kind of break free from the mundane existence of the 3D reality that we've been rising above. So I feel ground those states of transcendence as best as you can in the energies. I feel it's like we're facing that final spiritual exam when it comes to these karmic lessons as we close out the final eclipse when it comes to the Gemini-Sagittarius axis. Gemini is, all about duality, mastering the inner feminine and masculine energies, coming into alignment, coming into a place of wholeness. And Sag is all about expansion. Gemini is also about putting that message out there. Communication is going to be key as we tap into these higher energies. It's a new state of learning for many of us as we step into our spiritual purpose, as we're all being called to kind of nurture our faith in the journey right now, to restore a sense of hope, to restore a sense of outer vision, and to embrace moderation. So I think the last couple months, we've all kind of been getting lost in the details of the 3D reality, and this potent Sagittarius energy, I feel, is really triggering not only the divine masculine, but many of us to find ways to transcend these obstructions, these blockages that we've been working on clearing. So the clearer your chakra pathway is, the easier it will be to get through this portal gateway. It is about bringing all of this to one final ending, bringing all of these big issues, wrapping it up, releasing it once and for all. And with this Mars trine, with this eclipse Gatal Portway, it is asking the masculine to assert himself, to find his strength, to restore his enthusiasm, to bring love back into his life, to bring compassion back into his life. And I do feel the stage really is set for the masculine reaping major financial rewards if he can restore his sense of bravery to take any step forward towards the divine feminine to create that balance. So I feel conclusions are within reach. It is about asserting ourselves authentically with compassion. And I do feel releasing any negative reactions to those around us. We can never ever control somebody's emotional reactions, but we can choose to be in control of our own emotions and assert ourselves with that confidence without being brash. I feel all false senses of security are crumbling with this eclipse season, and it is about restoring respect, integrity, and good moral values in our lives. And the masculine really is being pushed to take a chance to make that important life change that will benefit him for the betterment of not only his own life but for the human collective. And I do feel the energy really is bringing that 0 point full circle for many of the twins. So let's jump in and pull some cards. I apologize if I sneeze or if I have to help my daughter that sneezes. I've been clearing a lot when it comes to the upper chakras. It was so funny. I lost my voice for quite a while. It seemed to come back, and then the very next day we kind of all got hit with this energy. So work through it. I do feel as we clear the lower vibrations, guys, we do go through like these physical symptoms as part of the clearing. So be patient with yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself, and give yourself that space to just take a step back. But let's see what needs to come through for the divine masculine when it comes to this eclipse energy today. The first energy out is journey to fulfillment. So I think the masculine really is breaking away from those negative influences, those that offered him, you know, that poor guidance along his journey, and releasing those influences and really taking charge of his destiny is what I feel is coming through. Definitely transformation. So shedding all of these external relationships that really haven't served the masculine. I feel the masculine knows it's time to allow these negative people, places, and things to fade away, because the divine really is pushing the masculine to step into his highest purpose, to embrace, you know, healthy relationships. And there is a lot of guidance coming through for the masculine from his guides, his ancestors. And I do feel that final layer has been peeled back within the karmic contract in order for him to discover some truth he previously didn't know. And, you know, he is in a really tough spot, I feel, as things are leaving his life rapidly. And spirit really is there pushing the masculine to just come forward and ask for that guidance from the divine feminine, because there's that new life coming forward right now. The masculine's life is drastically shifting in the energies this eclipse, and I think he is walking through that portal gateway. What needs to come through for the divine feminine? Practice unconditional love, divine feminine. The energy really is intense. So all of these negative circumstances really are coming to the surface once and for all to be addressed, to practice instilling those firm spiritual boundaries, divine feminine. I do feel divine timing is now when it comes to this shift, when it comes to this reset and communication coming forward. I do feel many of the feminines really are stepping into their own psychic abilities, really stepping into this self-healing, putting their words out there in the collective, their thoughts, embracing taking action towards manifesting their dreams. And I feel a lot of the feminines are leveling it up when it comes to their healing work and their mission. And I do feel this past week, as illusions have been shattered, there was another layer being addressed when it comes to some familial patterns, some deep trauma and wounds. I know that was brought up in my own life with my oldest daughter and that father wound. And I feel there is a need for all of us to identify that core wound, that negative pattern at the core, in order to finally heal this, release this once and for all, so we can step into unconditional love. And we layer back many times over on the journey where we surrender, we offer forgiveness, and then we have to shed yet another layer. So it is about showing love to yourself at no matter what stage you are in the journey, which level of purging you're at, releasing any criticism or judgment of others, and allowing the energy just to reflect exactly where you're at on the journey. I do feel many in the collective have been going through upheaval as all of these old timelines and contracts kind of close out. And I do feel a period of rest is needed. So if you're kind of hit with a very tired energy, Divine Feminine, it's likely your masculine has recently experienced upheaval, and your body is needing to rest in order to assist his body in resting and healing his heart, his mind, and his body. So we will see what activations are coming through with this portal gateway. What activations need to come through for the twins? Messages. Conception. So it is that divine conception of the twins birthing this brand new life. This is very beautiful energy coming through. So it is soul time, and it's time to restore our passion. I feel passion being reignited between the twins after a long period of purging and grieving and healing. I feel this transition is taking place this weekend, and the frequencies and the energy really are allowing us to expand our consciousness and to really step into prosperity and embrace the miracles at hand when it comes to the unlimited abundance that the twins really are bringing forward as they come into union. So this transition energy really is supporting our deep, deep understanding of this connection, of our existence and all of our past lives, so we can learn to release the past and let go once and for all, and to surrender to the process in its entirety. So we can kind of shift through the energies with ease and grace. And the energy really is asking us to allow this new reality to emerge without any fear, without any expectations, and to embrace the concept that although we are mortal human beings, we truly are eternal souls. Our soul's memory is timeless, limitless, and infinite, and it is about tapping into that awareness to restore our sense of passion again. So I do feel there's a lot of intense emotions that have been hidden out of sight coming to the surface to be balanced and brought love into the situation to restore a sense of calm and peace. So allow the balance within, no matter what intensity you're going through this weekend. Allow this to move you from the chaos to the calm, because that is where we're going to restore our core strength when it comes to this long-lasting wisdom and an eternal connection as we prepare for this union energy, because we are conceiving and birthing a brand new consciousness within the human collective. And the situations really are asking us to see the multidimensional aspects of all of the challenges that we have been facing, to include them in this reality without the karmic baggage, because we can never erase the past, but it is about transmuting it and turning it into light. So the frequency with this eclipse is inviting us all to expand our consciousness, to embrace our consciousness of origin. And this is kind of where all creation begins, is that 0 point, that void energy, coming out of the void, stepping into our unlimited potential, our truest authenticity. And I do feel a lot of manifestations stemming around prosperity are coming forward this weekend. So believe in miracles. Nothing is impossible on this journey when we are living from that heart center. So tap into your own source and tap into your belief in the impossible, because prosperity truly does lie ahead. And it always does stem from our own inner well-being, our own inner alignment. And I do feel many of the feminines are coming into that complete and total surrender and alignment of the mind, the heart, and the soul. And our soul song is being heard within the collective. So It's inviting the masculine to come forward and to express himself in joy and celebration as the twins, you know, grow this abundance and these riches of this universal consciousness to bring forward that positive shift within the collective. So we will see what archetypes need to come through for the masculine today. So I do feel this weekend's going to be full of shakeups, a lot of surprise events. So just kind of get ready for anything without any expectations is kind of what I'm feeling. Yeah, I do feel the masculine really is deep within that dark energy of facing those fears. That came out the last reading. So facing his inner demons and allowing himself to free himself from these negative vices, these negative impulses, these negative people, places, and things deep within this transformation. Beautiful today. We get the Samaritan and the engineer. So I feel the masculine knows he's here to help give that creative energy to the divine feminine. He's here to help her instill practicality in her life so she is able to flourish with her spiritual gifts. I feel resolution to all of these dilemmas as the masculine faces his emotional consequences for his past actions. Stepping into that Samaritan energy and that visionary leader is coming through today. So I feel the energy is allowing the masculine to kind of refine his capacity to stop ignoring the signs, to stop ignoring the call, and to really step up to help those in need. I feel coming forward with that exact appreciation and recognition for all the help that the divine feminine has given the tribe is kind of what I feel is coming through. And with the visionary energy, I feel a lot of vision being restored for the divine masculine, his willingness to proclaim this vision, to stand firm in his truth, regardless of what people think of him, and, you know, to release that energy of doing this for personal gain. It is about the heart. It is about compassion and not compromising your integrity. So I feel a lot of acceptance surrounding the divine masculine. We'll see what needs to come through on the divine feminine side. The hedonist and the orphan. So there's that core wound coming up. That abandonment wound to come up once again for releasing. Releasing the need to seek out inappropriate connections. For that void, to fill that void. I feel a lot of lessons being learned for the feminine too when it's stemming around unconditional love. I feel really trusting in her intuition, just having that pure, undying faith, even though others have doubted the feminine on the journey. And I feel a lot of creative inspiration with this eclipse for the feminine, really celebrating the beauty in your journey, your healing journey, your life in its entirety, embracing independence. And I feel really learning to let go, to know that even though many of the feminines have been going it alone, they've never ever truly been alone. So I feel a lot of fears being conquered when it comes to survival and abandonment wounds within the divine feminine. And, you know, the student becoming the mentor, the student becoming the teacher. You know, a lot of us have to embrace humility. We go through a lot of humiliation, public humiliation, losing it all in order to understand what true faith and devotion means when it comes to our spiritual knowledge and opening up to this lifelong journey. It's a journey. We never stop learning. So I feel a lot is being translated for the feminine when it comes to her purpose and passing on her spiritual wisdom, you know, refining her student's character and really stepping into that teaching role. And I think whatever was stolen from you, divine feminine, is going to be returned tenfold. So there is a lot of light being shed in the masculine's world in regards to what truly was stolen from him, from the karmic. And wealth is being restored for the divine feminine because nothing can truly ever be stolen. So let's see what needs to come through with the tarot. We'll dig into the masculine using the Beautiful Creatures deck today. We'll just get a few cards for the masculine. There's that transformation, transition. I feel coming out of that ego death energy is kind of what I'm feeling. the only one I can really see flipped over right now. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. The masculine will be rewarded as soon as he unblocks that communication with the divine feminine and comes forward and detaches. So we do get the Eight of Swords reversed. I feel he is coming out of that karmic imprisonment. You know, Christ consciousness, learning that lesson, stepping into compassion. The Nine of Wands reversed. I feel the masculines really have been going through it. I feel a lot of humiliation and breaking free from that prison cell with the karmic energy. I feel a lot of karmic debt is being paid in the energy in regards to his lack of loyalty. We did get the transformation reversed. So I do feel coming out of that ego death. We did get the King of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel a lack of finances. I do feel financial ruin for many of the masculines for their disloyalty, for their inability to come forward with that accountability and that truth. And that is in turn going to create a swift turn of events for the masculine, rushing in with communication, I feel, with the Knight of Swords, really being inspired to take that action to really transition out of the shadows into the light, because it is about rewards and recognition, and the masculine is needing to communicate that, I feel. We'll see what needs to come through for the divine feminine. Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So there you got it, Divine Feminine. This is it. This is your brand new beginning. This is justice. This is getting exactly what you deserve. I can't fucking make this shit up. The Empress. You are birthing that brand new life. Divine Feminine, you truly are a goddess. You truly are a gem. You have transformed your life. You have gone deep into this embedded trauma, this pain, and you have given birth to the pain and turned it into something creative and beautiful. So I feel rewards and recognition for the feminine, and it is in turn bringing in this new creative spark, brand new beginning in love, deep, deep spiritual love. The scales of justice are being balanced. And there is about to be a brand new abundant beginning that is going to lead to a lot of abundance. This is about honoring your spiritual mission, honoring this divine guidance that you were guided to take to build this new life. And it is in turn, I feel, bringing the masculine forward with that clean slate, brand new beginning, because it is about truth, equality, justice, and major transformation as well for the feminine. I feel coming out of this death energy as well. I feel purification. Both of the twins have had to go through such a painful, life profound transformation. And in the end, it was so worth it, because two souls becoming one, dolphins mate for life. There is spiritual union, I feel, just around the corner with this eclipse season. So let's just get a couple more messages with the Gateway Oracle deck. For the twins, what else can we expect with this eclipse this weekend? Exceeding expectations. So definitely rising above, stepping into more than you could have ever expected as we surrender to the energy and quit swimming upstream and embrace the ebb and flow. That is when we can really break these barriers. So I do feel breaking barriers, really launching the next leg of the journey. So get ready for an adventure, because the twins are about to fly free as all of this ancient wisdom is being restored. Deep inner knowing is emerging as both of the twins kind of come into their power, step boldly and confidently into their spiritual mission. So we'll just get a couple more messages with the Archangel Tarot today. The World, yes, major epiphanies coming through for many in the collective today as we embrace this brand new beginning. It is that judgment energy. So I feel spiritual growth, expansion, being that guiding light to others within the collective. Major answers are coming through. Get ready for an epiphany, a major turn of events, because your new life really is starting now. It's kind of like decision time, crossroads. Release yourself from everything that has been holding you back, anything toxic that needs to go. Allow it to purge. You need to detox your life mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So release any worries as you find that strength to restore your lack of confidence, because this cycle is coming to a close. A very happy conclusion is right around the corner. Everything is coming full circle. Everything is coming full circle, so embrace this joy. I'll be right there. My daughter needs me, so we'll close it off with this new beginning. So embrace this new beginning. There is a brand new passionate beginning as the masculine restores the sense of stability in his life, efficiency. He is going to be taking charge of this toxic situation and taking action with passion for this opportunity to expand his horizons with the divine feminine. I feel divine inspiration in order to get the masculine to take a chance for this new beginning, finding his purpose, forgiving and learning, and a major review of the past, I feel, is coming forward. So get ready, divine feminine. We are coming into our power, which in turn is allowing the masculine to rise in his. And that's what I have for an Eclipse Portal Gateway reading. If you would like to book a personal reading, please feel free to shoot me a message, and I would love to get that booked in for you. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.